Welcome to your reading. This reading is all about mushrooms. Mushrooms really are one of my favorite group of organisms of all time, and I think that their symbolism is just magnificent. From food to medicine, from magical toadstools to life-transforming real experiences, mushrooms are a hidden gem and a symbol of otherness. I've been wanting to do a mushroom reading just to give voice and give space for the magic of mushrooms, but today felt like the right day to do it because here in Finland suddenly everything is full of mushrooms. Forest has been drenched by severe rains and it's still quite warm, so the conditions are ideal and mushrooms really are popping up everywhere. So I felt that they kind of told me that now is the time for us, so I decided to go for it. I hope you like this more free-form style reading. All right, let's see what kind of cards we have for group 1, 2, and 3. Ooh, Destroying Angel, Death. Ooh, I've been having so much death cards in my readings lately. This is so weird, but I hope that those who travel with me with these readings feel that they signal a continuous period of deep transformation. So let's roll with it. Let's see the two others. 8 of Cups. This is Shaggy Ink Cap. And then we have Ace of Pentacles, and this is Péricord Truffle. Let's have a closer look of each card. Just cards this time, no other trinkets or charms or stones. I'll just let the mushroom speak today. Listen to your own inner knowing and feel which card calls to you. Don't think too much. The first choice is usually the right one. Once you have selected your card, you'll find timestamps in the description below, and you can jump directly to your reading. When you're listening to a pick-a-card reading, always listen to your own intuition first and only take those parts of the reading that resonates for you. Are you ready to come to a magical journey to a kingdom of mushrooms with me? Let's begin. Group 1, Destroying Angel and Death. Destroying Angel is one of the most dangerous mushrooms there are. It is part of the Amanita mushroom family, which means that it contains neurotoxins, and Destroying Angel is deadly on the liver as well. If I recall correctly, the mushroom's poison works so that It doesn't kill you immediately, but it slowly destroys your liver tissues, and the death occurs several days later. It's unlike the common toadstool mushroom, Amanita muscaria, which is a neurotoxin that you usually survive. It's not deadly, but destroying angel is deadly poisonous. So it's no wonder it has been selected as a symbol of death in this deck. Unlike people often believe, majority of mushrooms are not poisonous. Most of them are inedible, but not horribly poisonous. So if you go and pick up random mushroom in the forest and you eat it, you probably won't die. That's not to say that you should do it, but it just goes to tell that those people that don't know mushrooms that well often think that they are more poisonous than they actually are. The spiritual significance of the destroying angel is deep and manifold. It is a mushroom that invokes respect. Many people, when they see them on the forest, they destroy them because they are so dangerous, probably so that kids wouldn't pick them up. But in reality, the mushroom in itself, it doesn't do you any harm unless you eat it. The spiritual symbolism of destroying angel is about transformation and endings. Sometimes endings can be difficult and challenging. They are not always easy, but they will lead to new beginnings, and new dawn is coming after a deep, dark night. The feeling that I get from this card and this mushroom is deep respect and reverence. You don't want to mess with this mushroom, and I think that if this describes your situation that you are in now, the situation is severe, challenging, but also deeply transformational. Not all transformations are easy. Some are very serious and take a lot out of you. This is what I feel that this card tells about. But you can also approach this mushroom in a more peaceful manner. It will do you nothing if you don't ingest it. And you are completely safe to step by it and admire it in the forest. It is pretty beautiful white mushroom. And it belongs to the nature, just as squirrels and plants and trees do. So let's welcome it, but let's treat it with respect. And this is perhaps the message of the destroying angel. Treat the situation or this change where you are in now with respect. Don't mess around with it. I feel that this is the message of the destroying angel. So I prepared some oracle cards beforehand, and let's turn them and see what kind of energies we can pick up from there. We'll see what comes out of them, what kind of messages they want to give. So first, there is a card of Mystic Forest. So let's see what kind of surrounding information we are getting from the forest spirits. Energetic pool, lovely. A true master knows that you create through your actions. Do not hesitate when you feel the energy pulling you. Follow it fearlessly and move worlds. Okay, so when you encounter situations in your life where you feel a pull towards one topic, like I felt today with these mushrooms, that yes, I have project that is unfinished that I should be working now, but I feel that this is the message that I need to be delivering today. So go towards that pull, go towards that creative source, go towards that instinct, because there is no value in intuition unless you listen to it. You actually have to carry out the advice of the intuitive knowing for it to have any value. All right, then this is a card of rain, so let's see what comes out there. Fertile earth. Rain nurtures the earth, and with patience, your dreams like soil will blossom in divine time. Be patient and trust that what you planted will grow. Like the rain nourishes the soil, your efforts will bear fruit. The fruiting body of a mushroom is not the whole mushroom, but the actual mushroom is the mycelial network growing underground and in trees and in various places in the forest, and also within the fertile earth. So I feel that this is the lesson of the card, that you are not disconnected from your surroundings, meaning that what kind of surroundings you have will affect on how easy or how difficult certain things are. And this card calls you to have a look of your surroundings, and with a loving eye, but also with somewhat critical eye. Do they support your goals? Do they support your rejuvenation? Do they support your own personal growth and fertility, whether that is your spiritual or material, or what other fertility that would be positive to you. So yes, you are part of your surroundings, and follow the pull of intuitive callings. They are so far the messages of the cards. But let's turn this card. The card of the Sacred Feminine is a card of mycelial networks, I feel. Connections to others. Let's see. Oh, it has a message of be kind to yourself. All right. So even though I said with this card that have a critical look of your surroundings, do they support you? But at the same time, yes, we gain very little if we are very harsh and if we have very strong inner critics. It's much better to be kind and nurturing towards yourself. In that way, you allow things to unfold naturally as well. All right, so connections, energetic pulls, and nourishing rain giving us fertile earth. All right, let's form a mushroom ring around this central card that we have and see what kind of messages we can get from the mushrooms. This is going to be interesting because mushrooms are pretty location specific. So those mushrooms that I'm familiar with here in the Northern Europe might not be the mushrooms that we got from the cards, but that's okay. We'll just see intuitively what kind of message comes out of them, and you're free to make your own judgments as well. All right, so we summon forth the intuitive circle of mushrooms. What kind of messages would the mushrooms have for us this time? Maybe something like this. And then I have this very cute little deck of mushroom tarot cards, although they only have the major arcana, but let's call them forth too. All right, so here we have this magical ring of mushrooms popping out like real mushrooms after the rain. All right, let's see what they want to tell us. I feel that I'll churn several of these and then we'll figure out the main message, but The first one is Poison Fire Coral with 9 of Wands. Then we have 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, Orange Pinwheel, the Fool with Chicken of the Woods, and then we have Indigo Milk Cap. Okay. Let's see. Beautiful, but poisonous. That's how you could summarize the Poison Fire Coral. As a mushroom for the 9 of Wands, it speaks about life situations where you are somehow overwhelmed. You perhaps have too much things on your plate. The energy is scattered. It's not quite enough, but it is demanding on your current self. So it's a card of challenges and a little bit warning about burnout and having too much things that you should do. Let's see it in relation to the other cards. Then we have 10 of Pentacles with branch collubia. And 10 of Pentacles returns us back to the material realms. Pentacles is a card of earth and of material things, possessions, family, house, career, that kind of things, but usually as a tangible. And 10 is a card of completion. And 10 is usually considered to be quite positive card, especially with the Pentacles, meaning material success and tangible outcomes on your situations. 5 of Wands, we have Orange Pinwheel in there. So 5 of Wands is a card of challenges and conflicts usually. It can be a friendly sparring, like with your co-workers, that you kind of disagree, but then through your disagreements and through working through things, you end up being the project ends up bettering itself, meaning that the exchange of ideas, even if you have different views, finally helps to bring forth a better outcome. Then we have the Fool or Chicken of the Woods. I think that this, well, the Fool is of course the beginning of the tarot, and it's the dreamer. It's the one who steps to the journey, or is about to step on the journey of self-discovery and awakening. The Fool is the symbol of the initiate. And here, Chicken of the Woods is a wonderful yellow mushroom that is edible and safe and good tasting. It is said to taste like chicken, and it's excellent food for if you are if there is a period of famine. It's an excellent like a staple food of for a period of famine. I feel that the message of the Fool ties to the energetic pool and to be kind to yourself, to these two cards, because the Chicken of the Woods is because the message of the Fool is that you follow your dreams and your callings. So in that sense, that ties really well to the energetic pool, and also the bright yellow colors seem to come through on both cards. Then we have Indigo Milk Cap, and despite being kind of bleeding mushrooms called Lactarius indigos, meaning that once you hurt the mushroom, it starts to ooze those milky tears. But this is not a sad card at all. Two of Cups is a card of joy and connection and meaningful coming together. So overall, it speaks about really varied life situation. Really, you have had some successes, or you will probably get some soon if you haven't yet. There are some connections to your family and friends, and they are meaningful and need to be cultivated, and do cherish them. They are important. There are some challenges with the use of your personal energy, where you put them and how you replenish after this period of work and use of energy. There are some underlying conflicts, but not necessarily bad ones. And underneath it all, the Fool is the only major arcana other than the Death card, suggesting you to move forward towards what calls you. Interesting reading, but let's turn the rest of the mushroom cards and then look about the whole situation again. Oh. I won't use the reversed, but only the regular ones. I feel reversed mushrooms sounds a little silly. Okay, this is an Italian deck, so the names of the mushrooms are in Italian as well. But I'll do my best to deciphering this to you. What a challenge. Let's see. All right, so il charro, l'ermita, temperanza, forza, luna. So that is chariot, hermit, temperance, strength, and the moon. And I feel that these major arcana, smaller mushroom cards, actually give advice to these life situations that are around them. So let's read them in together. Okay, so a situation was that you feel that you have a little bit too much on your plate and your energy starts to be lacking a little bit, and you feel a bit pushed with deadlines and goals and all those things to do. Then I feel that the energy of El Charro is one of the keys to solving the situations. It is situated between the Two of Cups, which is the card of friendships, and the Nine of Wands. So the Chariot is energy of dynamism and forward movement and rapid development and change. So I view this in two ways. One is that don't approach them in a way that you need to perfect and grind everything to perfections before you can move onward. Rather just go for it, because El Charro is movement, it's progression. Just do a good version of it and let it go out of your hands. Then next thing, and then next thing. So instead of staying and grinding and working, just pick it up, do it, let go of it. That's the energy and that's the advice for this situation. There's also another meaning with this card, and I feel that this is a card of traveling. So when it comes to your relationships, I think it says that you would benefit to have a trip together, or perhaps you need to do a little bit of traveling in order to meet your friends. So they don't come to your house just like that, but rather that you need to actually reserve some time and resources in order to pay a visit, like a physical visit in the same space. So that's the message of that card. Then we have a card of Hermit, and it ties to Nine of Wands and to Ten of Pentacles. And I think this is a little bit of reflective and introvert energy in relation to two of these. It might be that once you have done this intensive work period and very focused work period, you need to recover in loneliness and in solitude for a little while to reflect things on your own. When it comes to Ten of Pentacles, I feel that it brings a message of contemplation and carefully planned and carefully executed actions, so that if you, for example, do receive some extra monetary bonuses, the Hermit is balancing force. Don't just spend it all out, but reserve some for a rainy day as well. Then we have, and that's actually also reflected on the Temperanza. So Temperanza is temperance, so that is temperance speaks of mellowing out the strong energies, tempering the wine with water, bringing calming feminine energy to the situation. So whatever is the energy with your material possessions, both of these cards are describing energy and advice of calming, calculated moves with it, rather than just wildly letting go of things. We also have the Temperance in connection with the Five of Wands. So if you have situation with your colleagues or friends where there is tensions of a certain kind, the Temperance brings cooling, calming energy to the situation. But at the same time, you have La Forza, which is means that you can be accommodating as well as unyielding at the same time. La Forza is also advising the Fool, and La Forza is like an iron fist on a silken claw. It's a gentle but strong force, and I think it gives structure to the adventures of the Fool, saying that yes, go for it, follow your energetic pull, but don't just wander around like a daydreamer, but rather bring some structure to your adventures, and they will be much more fruitful in that way. Then we have La Luna, which is interesting because it's situated between the Two of Cups and the Fool, and I think it gives an advice that there is an very important element of emotions connected to both of these situations, both of your personal, spiritual adventures and travels and searching, and when it comes to relationships to your life, emotions play important role in them, and that is to be respected in this situation. So let's see about this situation as a whole. What does it mean? What's the main message of it? Basically, this speaks of a situation where in the heart of it there is this great major transformation. This is your main focus, this is your main work, this is the main thing that you are going through at the moment. This speaks about the kind of Pluto transit of energies, not something that is day-to-day basis, but rather it's a life period where you are doing some deep transformational work. But on top of it, you have this pull towards your own spirituality and towards your own inspiration and calling, and that is really, really important. And while you're following it, respect your emotions, but be structured. And structuring also maybe ties a little bit of this fertile earth and to the being mindful of your surroundings at the same time. And naturally, when you're going through large transformations like this, be kind to yourself, of course. So there was a lot of advices, and I'm also wondering if there is a divinatory meaning in these cards. And I would say that yes, there is, but you'll just have to kind of dig deeper for it, or collect it if you want to think of them as mushrooms. I would say that if you have challenging situations, be patient, but have a strong backbone, and at the same time be reasonable with the situation, and it will resolve itself. You need both drive and period to retreat on your own peace and quiet, and to recover in order to tackle this situation. And but I do feel that that is to be overcome as well. You just need to be kind to yourself if this is waiting on you at the moment. The earth is fertile around you. There is good things growing in the future. New mushrooms and new fruiting bodies, all kinds of nice things are coming in the future, but you'll have to work with it a little bit and be patient about it. All right, this concludes our reading, group number 1. Leave a like if you liked it, and feel free to listen to other readings in this video as well if you feel called to do that. Welcome to your reading, group number 2. In this group, we'll start with the symbolism of Shaggy Ink Cap, that is 8 of Cups. And there is a very strong feeling of impermanence in this card. The Shaggy Ink Caps are mushrooms that are known to bloom very quickly. They spring up from the earth and they are good for eating, very delicious gourmet mushrooms, but they must be eaten in a day or two, because by day 3 they start to turn inky and melt away into this black goo. So they really are a symbol of impermanence, and I think that this card speaks of that as well. 8 of Cups is also turning your back on things that used to give you meaning and used to occupy your day, and choosing a different path. But that is also about following your own calling. So impermanence, choosing your own path, moving forward in life, so that you are not you're not holding on to things to a point where the milk turns sour. That, I feel, is the main message of this card. It's also impermanence in a positive sense, that we can enjoy a flower and then know that it is in that beautiful state only for a little while, and then it goes onward. At the same time, you can enjoy that gourmet edible mushroom for a little while, but then you need to move on before it turns bad. So changes, but not in a dramatical soul deep level, rather moving from one period to another according to your feel and according to your emotional pool, as we are in the realm of the cups, which is the realm of emotions and intuition. I am filming this reading a day after the full moon eclipse, and I see a kind of a eclipse symbol or eclipse detail in the card as well. So that feels important in this moment. Eclipses are periods of transformations, of completions, and also of shedding old things. Like it's a good moment to let go of something that you do not enjoy anymore and you do not want in your life anymore. Cutting those things out. Eclipses are very good moments for that kind of magic. I can also see that it's raining in this, and rain is a symbol of emotions, and rain perhaps crying as well, but not in a bad way. It's about release. So this is the central energy, and around this we are going to build the rest of the reading. All right, let me fetch your oracle cards. They are here. So let's turn these. These are kind of undercurrent cards for your reading. One for the forest, one for connections. I feel that this is like mycelium connections, and one for rain. So that is the outside conditions. Let's see what kind of messages we can get. Oh, from the mystic forest we get the heart path. It's not worth pursuing a path without passion. This road will only lead you to uncertainty and frustration. Follow your heart and you can't go wrong. Yes, bringing heart energy to what we do, whether it's our free time, our spirituality, or our work, it's very, very important. And there is a figure, a little bit like a figure in this main card, that is walking away on her own path. And this is a calling of the heart. What is important for you? What emotionally feels that it's calling for you? Search those things and allow them to come to your life. Don't go just by your intellect alone, but bring your heart connection to your life as well. Let's turn the seeds from the Sacred Feminine Wisdom card next. Ask for guidance. Okay, so that's what we are doing here, and we are going to get a lot of guidance during this reading, but also you can extend this message towards the rest of your life as well. Ask for guidance for your path, what you want. Ask for guidance for your path. Reflect things with your friends. Speak to the elderly and ask for their opinions, and also ask for guidance from your spirit guides and from your own intuition and higher self. There might be messages that would help you forward. Then we have the rain card, oracle card. Let's hear that. The quiet aftermath. After the rain, silence speaks volumes. It holds the wisdom of nature's rejuvenation and the stillness within. Find peace in these quiet moments after the storm. In stillness, you will uncover the wisdom of renewal. All right, so this speaks about a period in your life where there has been maybe big changes, big rearrangements, changes in career, changes in relationship, changes in fundamental things in your nature. So this advises that you can give yourself a period of rest and recovery after it, meaning that you don't need to immediately jump to the next project or jump to the next relationship or move forward. It might be beneficial to linger for a while, to have a quiet aftermath period after your turbulences. We'll see what kind of advice we get from the other mushrooms, and we are going to form a mushroom circle around this main card. Why circle? Because some mushrooms grow in circles and they are considered magical. Alright, so let's turn your cards. Nice. So we have the Prince mushroom. So that's an edible, good food mushroom, 6 of Pentacles, and Agaricus Augustus is the name of the mushroom. And then we have Common Puffball, a major arcana for Wheel of Fortune, Lycoperdon Perlatum. Then we have Blushing Milk Cap, the 9 of Swords, Lactarius Controversus, and Eastern Jack-o'-lantern, the card of the Moon, and Zombie and Fungus, that is Knight of Swords, and I hope I pronounced this correctly, Ophiocordyceps unilateralis. Alright, so let's see. I feel that these surrounding mushrooms tell a little bit about your life situation, and they give situations where the messages are connected, and then we will soon turn the smaller cards, and they tend to speak more about advices and perhaps some divination, what these major mushroom cards speak about. So as I read these, reflect if you find a life situation that this connects to. All right, 6 of Pentacles is a card of abundance and charity, giving away from your abundance, giving away from your success and results. It can be material charity, but most often it's about giving away from your wisdom and learning, and whatever you have abundance in your life of. The Prince mushroom is a very meaty mushroom. It's nourishing and filling, and you get a proper good meal out of it, and it also tastes really, really nice. So it is a card of abundance, and as a suggestion, it suggests you to share of that abundance, that it will bring good things to you as well. Remember the times when you were the one who was receiving the help, how important it was. You are now in a situation where you can give this help to somebody else as well. Then we have Wheel of Fortune. This can be speaking about a life situation where you feel a bit more chaotic and like you are not in control, and things can go this way or that way, and that's quite okay. The Common Puffball, Lycoperdon, it's the Latin names. Oh, this is a really funny story, but basically the Latin name, if I have understood it correctly, it means like a wolf's fart, because once you step on the mushroom, it emits this cloud of spores that I guess for somebody it reminded them of a fart, and because it grows in the forest, it was a wolf's fart, Lyco meaning wolf. So that's a funny story, but the main idea is that this mushroom is very opportunistic, meaning that it just puff its spores into the wind and hopes for the best. And I think as a life advice for this situation, if things feel a bit chaotic and you don't know what's coming and what's going and how it's going to turn out, just step back a little, loosen your grip, let go, not completely of course, but to trust the faith and to trust that things will turn out okay in the end. That's the message of that card. Then we have Nine of Swords, blushing milk cap. This is a card of unprocessed sorrows and unprocessed traumas. We all have them, that's okay and that's natural, but it means that there might come now life period where that trauma is touched, and it will cause a reaction because that trauma is not healed yet. And the reaction is emotions, like this mushroom is crying when somebody has cut it. It cries white milk. And this just goes to show that it is so important for us to be present for our emotions and to allow them as they come and go, not trying to resist them, because experiencing those emotions is the best way of letting go of them. Obviously, if you have very strong traumas, you might to approach them very carefully, but the main message of this card is that if you do encounter emotions, that's okay, and tears are okay and welcomed, and feelings are can never hurt you. So if there's that kind of work coming, or there's that kind of work ongoing in your life, then that's okay. Then we have the card of the moon, the Eastern Jack-o'-lantern. That's a special mushroom card, and a special mushroom because this mushroom glows in the dark. It's not edible mushroom, but it's very beautiful and very Halloweeny because it's such a glow in the dark. And I think this card is kind of giving the message that we are turning, at least here in the Northern Europe, we are turning towards the dark season. So there is Halloween is coming closer, and it's magic of ghosts and otherworldly kind of stuff. It's coming closer. So if you have any or if you like to do that kind of work, working with spirits and with the ones who have passed the veil, I think this card is hinting that this is a good time for it. But if not, then it's more about emotions again, but not difficult emotions as with Nine of Swords. This is rather all kinds of emotions, letting them be and letting them come and be inspired and be joyous and being happy and being whatever the emotions are that you are experiencing, to welcome them. Then we have the interesting mushroom of Knight of Swords. This is zombie ant fungus, and this is one of the cordyceps that infects ants, and then it takes control of the ant's brain and causes it to behave very unusually. They climb up to a branch that is just on the optimal height for the mushroom to fruit, and then they clamp their jaws to the twig and are paralyzed in there when the mushroom kills the ant and sprouts out of its head. So it's pretty brutal, but the message of this card is that be aware, especially in this situation for you, of the situations where somebody else would be controlling you. So it's a kind of a warning, really, this card. And see if there is that kind of thing taking place, do take measures against it. Mainly it's about putting up boundaries so that other persons don't step onto your territory and do what they like with your life. It is your life after all. Now there's quite a lot of challenges that we have in this mushroom circle, as well as good things, of course. But let's see what the smaller cards give advice to, because I think that they are giving advice to this situation in general. So let's go. Oh, I won't be taking reverses this time. Reversed mushrooms would feel a little bit odd. Okay, so we have Il Mondo, so that's the world. Then we have La Peso, so that is the Hangman. La Luna, so that's of course the moon. La Temperanza, temperance. And Il Papa, so that is the Pope, or the Hierophant, to be more exact. Okay, and since these are located somewhat in between these larger cards, I kind of see that the smaller card gives detailed advice on the two cards in its two flanks. So I will be reading it more like that and then seeing the whole picture in the end. So the world card, they're wonderful, beautiful round mushrooms. It symbolizes end of a period. So the world is it's not end of life. We already had death card earlier in the major arcana, but it's rather a period where a cycle comes to an end, and a new cycle will be starting again from the Fool, but this is like the completion of things. And when it comes to successes that you have had, it advises you to celebrate that. Mark it somehow that you have achieved these things, you have completed these things. Enjoy yourself as well. Enjoy the freedom that the situation gives you, and don't, even though this is about passing to the new period, but don't just rush to the next thing, but rather linger in between for a little while. Now this card also advises on the Wheel of Fortune, and I think it might be yeah, they are both Lycoperdum, although different species, but they are like related mushrooms as well, which is fun. And if this situation was a bit chaotic and the advice was to loosen up a little, the world in this case means that yes, just let it come into conclusion naturally. Then we have the Hanged Man in between these two situations. Hanged Man in this this position speaks of inactivity, or a period of forced inactivity. So if the situation is a bit swaying and chaotic, it means that it's good now to hang a while, for a little while. So means that the advice of this card is that it is okay to wait a while this situation is unfolding. As for the blushing milk cap and the emotional work, this card points to the Hanged Man is also a card of gentle passivity, because instead of rushing forward and trying to solve all the emotional challenges immediately, this card just invites you to be present to them and allow them to come and witness them without doing much anything. A peso is about inactivity, so being present to those emotions and letting them wash over, I think that is the advice of that card to this situation. La Luna, on the other hand, is a card of emotions, and when it comes closer to the Nine of Swords, oh, it's actually also the Moon and the Moon, I just noticed. It just means that this moving forward with this Eight of Cups it is highly emotional work for you, and that's okay. Emotions are welcome, and this is definitely a period of life where you should also to listen to your own emotions and their guidance. If something feels good, if something is calling you, follow your heart path. If something doesn't feel right, you can ask for guidance, and then eventually, even if it really hurts your boundaries and affects your life in a negative way, then be sure to sever your connection to this thing. Yes, deeply emotional work, and especially I noticed that the moon is in there, if that is the moon, but I think it is. So there's like 3 moons now in this reading for you. So that's that feels very important and underlined in this reading. Then we have the Temperance connected to the boundary issues with the Knight of Swords, and Temperance also connected to the emotional work of Moon, meaning that if things get overwhelming, it's okay to step back a little and take some time out for yourself, for your mind to clear and your heart to calm. It might take some time to go through those emotions, so that's completely okay. Everyone will understand if you need some time for yourself, I'm sure. It's much better than acting on a whim. And Temperance also in connection to the Knight of Swords. So sometimes arranging things that where your boundaries are broken, say that your boss or a family member is trying to make you things that you don't feel that it's okay. Sometimes it can take some time to rearrange things and to voice your voice in a proper manner and to get things organized around it. So be mindful. You can still be honest and still have your backbone and not to back up, but you can still be reasonable with your demands and reasonable with your boundaries. Sometimes boundaries need to be really strict, but sometimes it is enough that you place a boundary, even if it can be adjusted slightly on the corners. Then we have Il Papa. This is usually a card that ties into institutions and places like churches and universities and what other institutions you might be working with, maybe law or something similar to that. And it can be both a source of enjoyment and abundance and a source of control. So Il Papa calls you to follow your calling to a point. If you feel that you gain from the support of this organization or this group activity, go for it. And if you feel that you must walk your own path, like this central card might suggest, then it is okay and safe also to do so. Somebody might not think well of it, but in the end it is your life and your emotions, so you are still free to do that. Now let's take a look of this whole reading. What are the main messages? What is the central message now out of all these beautiful mushrooms? Well, there is both message of going forward with the heart path and going forward with the Eight of Cups and even Wheel of Fortune, as well as a period of inactivity and passivity like a Peso and Wheel of Fortune and the quiet aftermath. This can be a period of life where you feel pulled to this way and another, but if don't try to control it too much, it will clear up eventually. And exercise temperance with your decisions. Be flexible, follow your heart path, but also be reasonable. But I think that the main message that the mushrooms are giving, it has to do with emotional work, because it's highlighted so much with these 3 cards, and it's also kind of present on other cards as well. And if you do feel stuck or unsure about things, do ask for guidance. There is benevolent forces around you that are willing to help if you stop. Well, this concludes our reading group number 2. Thank you for letting me be your reader today, and I hope you got insights out of this. If you'd like to hear more messages like this and other themed readings like this, please subscribe and leave a like if this resonated with you. You are free to listen to the other readings as well if you feel called to it, but if not, then I bid you a very good day from this point onward. Your card is the Péricord Truffle. Now this mushroom stands for many things, but first and foremost it's a treasure of the earth. Truffles grow underground where their wonderful scent, very earthy and luxurious scent, attracts all kinds of mammals, including pigs and humans of course, but you can also train dogs to find them. They are hidden treasures and hidden gems, and I feel that this feeling of underground wealth and magic is very strongly present in this first card. I feel that this card speaks about life situation where something new is starting. It might still be underground and somewhat undetected, but I feel that you already feel that it has some tangible effect on your life, some wonderful luxurious features that it brings to your life. Maybe there is a period of success or a period of material wealth, or maybe you have picked up a hobby that it gives you a lot of joy. There's something in your life situation now that is both new and exciting and at the same time it's luxurious and earthy. So sounds wonderful. Let's have a closer look of what kind of other things the mushrooms are telling you about this situation. So I prepared some oracle cards for you in beforehand, and let's turn them and see what kind of energies we can pick up from there. So the first card is trust your feelings. The message of the card is you are unique. Your destiny is waiting for you to write your story and pave your own path. Follow your heart. Don't let others dictate who you should be. Yes, very good advice, and always a good advice. When we give away our personal expression and personal self, we also give away our power. And usually when we go towards what is truly us, it gives us a sense of liberation, safety. It allows us to move in synchronicity with the world. So yes, I hope that it connects to your life situation now, that these two are connected. While you're going towards this wonderful life situation, you are also going towards your true self. Next, let's turn the Sacred Feminine card. I picked them up because I feel that this card speaks about connection to others, and connection is a very important part of mushrooms and mushroom mycelium, so that's why. And this message is be still. And oh, you can even see these lovely roots and maybe even mycelium in there as well. Okay, so not a moment to move forward wildly, it seems. A period of turning inward and being present is maybe something that would be beneficial for you at the moment. Maybe this is not something that you need to shout out to the world, but rather it is something precious for you. And perhaps you need to kind of keep it close to your chest and not to go out to the world with it quite yet. But trust your feelings with it and see what they tell about this situation. Then we have the cleansing storm. The message of the card is: storms cleanse and renew the earth, just as challenges in life bring clarity and strengthens your spirit. Trust that your challenges are clearing the way for your growth. After the storm, clarity and strength emerge. Okay, so perhaps you have been going through a period of a storm or even a personal hurricane in your life. If that's the case, then this kind of turning inwards towards your core and towards what's valuable for you, it sounds like a very sensible and reasonable thing to do. And if you're currently undergoing a cleansing storm, and this is a card of reassurance telling to you that it will eventually pass and it will leave a more fertile ground in its wake. Also, if you're currently undergoing a very turbulent time of life, then be still might be good advice for you as well. Sometimes taking a step back in a challenging situation is the best action that we can do. Okay, but then let's give the voice to the mushrooms. So we have a wonderful tarot deck of mushrooms. This is Midnight Magic, and every card in the tarot deck is connected with a mushroom. Oh, many. Okay, you have a lot of cards. No, actually you don't. Is that all? Do we want more cards or not? Is that wanting to come? And those, how many? Okay, then it's mostly mushrooms like this in your reading. That's okay. Let's just make some space for them. Okay, so let's turn this and see what kind of energies we are getting. I'm only taking the normal, not the reversed forms, because to me it would feel a bit silly to have reversed mushrooms. Okay, all kinds of energies. Lovely. Okay, I'll go quickly through them and then we'll start to pick up the messages. We have the common puffball as a wheel of fortune. Then we have the old man of the woods for justice. Branched collubia for 10 of pentacles. Fluted bird's nest fungus for ace of cups. Then we have deadly galerna for page of swords. Black trumpet for 7 of cups, and zombie and fungus for knight of swords, and 4 of swords as a snow fungus. All right. Okay, so well, the first thing that I noticed is that we do have 2 major arcana. We have justice and wheel of fortune. Justice is a kind of karmic card in this deck. It's the old man of the woods is an interesting mushroom with a kind of a beard in it, and also if you cut it, the flesh is reddish. But justice card, especially this justice card, has always kind of felt to me that it's a confirmation that there is karmic reactions to things that other people do, meaning that if you have been downtrodden in a way, you can now kind of sit back and see how the justice is kind of being served. It doesn't need to be extremely dramatic, but people will reap the actions of their or the results of their actions always, in one way or another. It might not always be the kind of sweet revenge or sweet reward that you are thinking, but there is an end result from their actions that they are going to see. I think this card speaks about that. That's just for your reassurance that you don't need to take an active role in this, I feel. I also feel that this is not so much about you. Usually justice is like, are you judging yourself in the same way than you're judging others, or do you have some things where you need to be holding up high morals? I don't feel that in this card. I think this has to do more with other people, and that you can kind of sit back and observe how things will unfold. Then we have, of course, the Wheel of Fortune, and this is a card that kind of suggests that you can sit back and let fortune turn its wheel. There is certain kind of cyclical nature in fortunes, that no one is in the spotlight forever, but rather there will be ups and downs in life, and you can at certain times be quite passive about it and observe how it goes. And this kind of, I notice now that it ties really much really well with the Be Still card in this side. Then we have 10 of Pentacles, and this card is usually about material goods, wealth and success, and both of these two cards speak of material success, so I really hope that that follows you in one way or another. Then we have Ace of Cups, and there is a lovely mushroom that contains its kind of spores as these little coins that it places inside of the mushroom fruiting body, and once raindrop hits it, these little coins or droplets of mycelium kind of spring out from the mushroom, and it gets dispersed in that way. But some have thought that they are a little bit like a little bird's nest, and that's how it gets its bird nest fungus name. All in all, I think this is a card that tells you to trust that the rain droplets will come, that will disperse, that will do the work that needs to be done. I think many of these cards now speak of a kind of passivity and of trust. This is very much a card for that. Ace of Cups is also in the realm of cups, or water and emotions, so that means that it's this might have to do with emotions, and traditionally the Ace of Cups has been a start of a new relationship in one form or another, a fresh new emotional start and beginning. It's a very positive card, as you can kind of I get the positive feeling from this card as well. But I feel that in this case it also has that feeling of trusting of what's to come. Then we also have another card of new beginnings, and that is the Deadly Gallerina, and I think this is a decaying fungus that it decays material and then grows fruiting body out of it. Most mushrooms, of course, do this, being saprophytes, but this is a reminder that from the old decayed, composted body, a new life is formed and a new beginning starts. So yeah, new beginnings, but in two different ways. Then we have the black trumpet. This is of course a gourmet mushroom as well, very yummy one, and can be used for many kinds of foods. And Seven of Cups is a card of abundance, especially abundance of possibilities and abundance of emotions. Sometimes it can be a little bit chaotic, but I feel that in this card it's very it feels that like there are so many of these magical cups, black trumpet cups that you can drink from. So I feel that this speaks of a period of life that it's emotionally quite satisfying, and when we tie this to the Ace of Pentacles, of finding a secret underground that is important for you and valuable, I think it speaks that there are a lot of good things in your life at the moment. But then we have a little bit of a warning in here, because we have the zombie and fungus, and this is a card of boundaries, because the zombie and fungus is a fungus that infects the ants and makes them climb up to a twig and clamp their jaws to the twig, and then the mushroom sprouts out from their body and disperses its spores. So it speaks about forces that take control over you and make you do things that you don't really want to or like to do. So it is a warning to keep your eyes open for that kind of things. Yes, some people are boundaryless, meaning that they don't respect your boundaries, and in those cases the boundaries need to be really strict. In other cases they can be a bit more flexible, so that you still feel safe with them, but they can adjust on the situation. But if you find yourself in a situation where somebody is trying to take advantage of you, keep your eyes open. And then we have a Four of Swords. This is again a card of very deep rest, almost like death-like rest. And I feel that it kind of echoes this feeling of being still and being hidden underground, and that kind of passivity. Coming back to your center, coming back to your core, turning inwards a little bit, turning towards home. I think now, as I'm looking at this as a whole, I think that's a repeating theme in this reading. I have another set of mushroom cards, and even though we have like a whole ring of mushrooms already, I feel that maybe we can draw a couple one of these and see if there is some extra message on these ones that would give us some more insight on the situation. Just that. Is that all? I think that's all. Il Carro, so that's Chariot, and La Fortuna. Okay, so we have La Fortuna. So I believe this is the Wheel of Fortune, and this is represented by the Chantarella. And then we have Il Carro, so that is the Chariot. Okay, so the Chantarella is one of the treasured mushrooms of the gourmet mushroom world. It tastes wonderful, it's nutritious, it's bright yellow, so quite beautiful. And when you find it from the forest in its prime, it's a wonderful treat. And I think it kind of speaks that you can really trust in this. If you are unsure and you're not quite sure of the situation, how it will turn out, like with the Wheel of Fortune and all kind of things like that, I think it kind of tells you that you can trust that eventually you'll find the golden, wonderful mushrooms in there. Eventually the wheel of fortune will turn towards bounty, towards Ten of Pentacles, material wealth, towards Ace of Cups, emotional new beginnings. That you don't have to do much at the moment for it. So I feel that that's the main message of that. But then again, you do have the Chariot as well. Now the Chariot is usually a card of forward momentum and advancing, and I was surprised to see it because you have these cards of passivity like the Four of Swords and Be Still, and this Ace of Cups with the bird nest fungus of waiting for the raindrops to come and rejuvenate. But I think that the way this card came here is to say that after this period of passivity, after this period of turning inwards, after this period of being quiet and stepping back, then comes the period of forward momentum and forward movement. So it comes naturally after you've rested, so it's good. And I think that's the main message of the mushroom, that there are good things coming right now. You don't have to do much, but after this period of being wonderfully bound towards home, there might be a period of going forward and movement. And if you have rested now, when you have the chance, then you will be ready to tackle it at that point. Okay, so I believe this concludes our reading, group number 3. Leave a like if you like the reading, and subscribe if you would like to hear thematic tarot readings like this in the future as well. And thank you for letting me be your reader today, and I hope that you have a wonderful day from this point onwards.